Greetings YouTube, this is Dungeon of the Endless. This is a relatively recent release. I wanted to do a full review of this game, except the physical copies came out after the digital version released. Everything's up in the air right now, so I'm just kind of winging it for now. But I still wanted to have a look at it, so let's do that now. So we start up a new game, it goes straight into the cutscene. Spacecraft under attack. No idea why. Doesn't really tell you anything apart from that. That's the story. So I can choose between too easy and easy. I usually go for easy, and makes me wonder what normal's like. Anyhow, you start with these, it's the thumbstick that moves the icon. You start with these 4 characters at the top. The rest of the roster unlocks as you play, except for these ones right down the bottom, these 7. These are DLC characters, I think. Other characters you have to unlock first. So I'm going to pick the gunner, and I'm going to go for the bounty hunter. And start. Sorry, that was my imitation of an explosion. It wasn't meant to be me snoring. Anyway, it loads up pretty quickly. So, it's a... I'm going to read the blurb on the back of the box. It is a roguelike tower defense strategy RPG. I honestly can't find any fault in that description. So I'm going to select both my characters. And the idea here is that you have to get that power crystal, presumably to a ship on the surface. I don't know because I've never made it. So, you don't control the characters directly, you have to tell them to move to the door. And then they move into the next room automatically. So we've just got 8 of something. We got 8 dust. More on that later. So let's power the room up to turn the lights on, and we can see that there's various nodes in this room. There's a big major node in the middle, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minor nodes around it. So I'm going to build... It's a good idea to build an industry generator straight away, because then you get... Otherwise, you tend to run low on your various resources as you play. That'll generate industry points per turn. Resources are in the top left hand corner. So, moving to the next door. Well, there is only the next door, so let's move to that one. Get no choice in the matter. Another 3 dust. And another major node. I haven't got enough industry points to build another unit though. So the resources at the top left hand corner of the screen, from left to right, they are industry, science, food, dust. Industry is used to build stuff. Science is used to research stuff at the blue crystals. The food is used sometimes to heal your characters, but also to level them up. And dust is used to power the rooms. So I'm just going to move to the next room. Nothing else I can do. Another 6 dust, and we've got something. Excuse me. Table full of food, so we just got an extra 6 food points. Power the room. Next door. 9 dust and bad guys. Monsters. Whatever. Power the room. Your team members will take damage, but after a fight is over, after all the monsters are cleared from the floor, their health goes back up to maximum. So as long as they survive, it doesn't matter how badly injured they are. Did I power that room already? Yeah. Okay, I've got 27 industry now, so I'm going to put another node down. So I'm going to go for a science node. So at the moment I'm generating 2 science per turn. So if I put the science generator down, now I'm generating 5 per turn. Now in this game time advances according to how many doors you've opened. The timer is in the bottom right hand corner. So every time you open a door you earn extra resources. But you run the risk of attracting bad guys. So, moving on. Another 7 dust, another bunch of monsters. Dealt with those pretty easily. God, there's lots of nodes in this game. Now, we've got a choice of 3 doors. So far, we've just been going in a dead straight line, so I've got to choose. By the way, I'm trying to find the exit. Eeny, meeny, miny, I don't know. Ooh. Power the room up. We've got a sciencey thing. A science crystal. So, new module. Emergency generator powers the room without dust. Operating increases monster dust loop probability in the floor. It's quite expensive though, at 80 industry. What have we got? Suppressive firebot. Some of these I haven't seen, you see. Adds 15% attack power to heroes in the same room. Prisoner prod. That's your basic turret. How much research have I got? I've got 28. And can slow. Right, I'm gonna upgrade the prisoner prod. That'll take 3 turns to finish. Onwards and forwards. Monsters! Right. Got a teensy bit of a problem now because I have 58 dust and it costs 10 dust to power a room, except the room with the crystal in. That does mean that I cannot power this room on. I haven't got enough dust. And monsters will spawn every turn. Well, not every turn. They've got, in my opinion, they've got about a 50% chance of spawning every turn if the room is not powered. So if you're not powering the room, this room is now potentially a spawn point for monsters. So I've got to be a teensy bit careful. I think I shall put a turret in though. So I'm going to put my prisoner prod in this room. So now I've got 1 turret in that. Can I put another turret in that room? Oh yeah, I can. There's another node, it's hidden. Okay, so there's 2 turrets in that room. Hopefully that will keep the area, like, suppressed a little bit. Found the exit. And no monsters spawned. Okay. So, I've got no reason to hang around on this floor, really. But there are 2 rooms that I haven't powered. So now, I tell my heroes to return to the room with the crystal. Note that the woman with the sword, the bounty hunter, is incredibly quick on her feet, whereas the gunner is very slow. He's the one lagging behind. So I'm going to press square now to pick up the crystal. And now, all remaining rooms on the floor open up. And monsters just pour in from everywhere. From all the darkened rooms. We just have to get the crystal to the exit. Because that crystal is the only thing powering our escape. And we're done. Bit of a conversation in the elevator. So you get to keep your industry, science and food points from one floor to another, but you don't keep the dust. That you have to earn on every single floor. How many floors are there on there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, it's same as it's same as the other playthrough. By the way, my record is floor 8. Itchy nose. Next room, 8 dust. Power up. Oh, and the prisoner prod has now gone up to level 2. Even though I didn't stay in the previous dungeon for all the 3 turns, any research you've got in progress finishes. So if you're going to do any research, do it at the end. Now let's get an industry module in place. Let's have a look at the characters. Both of them are presently at level 1. One of them takes 30 food to upgrade, the other one 25. No specialist equipment. What moves have we got? Pack of dogs. Got your back. Okay. So one grants attack power, the other one grants defense. Fair enough. And they've both got active powers. So let's upgrade. I can't quite upgrade her. I'm 3 points short. Never mind. Okay. Try that door. 11 dust. Monsters! She's taking a bit of a whack. Fortunately, they pulled through. You gotta watch their health levels. As long as it doesn't hit 0, that's when you're in trouble. Ummy. I'm going to put in 2 of my newly upgraded turrets, is what I was trying to say. Sciencey crystal. Let's see, emergency generator again. Dust field generator. What's this? Adds 30 defense. Alright. Adds 30 defense to everybody. Yeah, why not? I can level her up now. Boom! Level 2. Next room. 10 dust. Right. So we earn a bit of extra food for every monster we kill, basically. For a certain number of turns. Power the room up. Decisions. Let's get... let's put in a food module. And pick a direction. Any direction, as long as it's towards the exit. Ooh, another research thingy. I don't know what the bloody hell they are. LAN. Adds massive amount of defense to all modules, both major and minor. Biomass canary. Claymore. Yeah, Claymore mine. And tear gas. I like the tear gas one. That applies damage and reduces their defense. So I like that. 20 research. That one powered on? Yes, it is. Ooh. Monsters! And they're not going after the thingy. Good. Come get the room with the turrets in, by the way. Which is why you have turrets. Can't power that room on. So that's now going to be a potential monster spawn point. Okay. What have we got there? Oh, dust field generator. Okay. Decisions. Gonna put a couple of turrets in that room. So you got to think about your strategy. You've got to play the game a few times to figure out what's what. Open another door. Ooh, I found a new hero, and he requires way more food than I actually have. Josh. Still can't power that room on though. Next. Ah, this room oh, wait, monsters. Monsters have spawned in. Yeah, monsters are spawning from the dark rooms, you see. Fortunately, I have turrets in place. Oh, I got a bit of dust from that monster. It's not often that happens. Right. It's not enough for me to power a room up, though, unfortunately. Right, research. I wanted, now that I've got the 20 points, the tear gas. Yay. Right. 4 doors visible. As I was saying, this room has a mysterious force in it, which means you can't power it down, which works in your favour. Because there's no reason to power a room down apart from to save dust, and this room powers itself. Let's try this room. 8 dust. I'm going to power on the room with the hero, because then he can't be blindsided. And oh, right, I haven't got that yet. Okay. Go through to here. 6 dust. Let's retreat. Oh, actually, that's the exit. I didn't notice. Oh, she's getting a beating. I'm just watching her health level. Have I got enough food to recruit that one yet? No, 39. One more turn, one more door opening, we'll get that guy. So, pick a door, any door, as long as it's not the wrong one. Fingers crossed no monsters come out from anywhere. Me and my big mouth. I wasn't paying attention, I've just lost a hero. Oops. I honestly wasn't paying attention. Attack damage up. Yeah. I've done a bad thing there. Oh, and the other hero's been KO'd as well. Well, this is one of my worst performances since I started playing the game. So I've only got one character left now. I can try to escape with the crystal, I guess. Because this is the slowest guy. And okay, so this has been a disaster. I have honestly got to floor 8 before, and I can prove it. Whoops. That was pathetic. So yeah, that's my latest result at the bottom there. Floor 2. But that at the top is my best result. You see, I said I made it to floor 8 with 4 heroes, no less. Yeah, that was easy. There are, as I say, certain rules to the game. You have to know where to spend the dust in which rooms so that you can sort of corral the enemy into approaching from the darkened rooms, and then you put your turrets in their line of movement so you can control the flow of battle. Unlike some other games where the levels are pre-built and they always come from the same direction, so you have to follow you have to kind of figure out what the right strategy here is. Here there is no right strategy. You're just flying by the seat of your pants, which sometimes goes well and sometimes goes very badly. I do like the mechanics of the game though. Despite the fact that my performance there was abysmal. I do like how it's set up. Someone has gone to a lot of trouble, to a lot of effort to think about how this game works. Mechanically, it's extremely good. I just didn't show much of it off. Anyhow, that's Dungeon of the Endless. It's definitely worth a look if you like this kind of... as I say, it is a rogue game, and it is kind of a turret defense game, and it is kind of an RPG. It's kind of a little bit of everything rolled into one, but it is a very good game. It is. I wish I could have done a full review, but my schedule just won't allow it. Anyway, I've rabbited on enough about that. Like, dislike, comment, subscribe and share, all that jazz. See you next time.